Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. We were just talking about him pregame. 3 tackles for a loss. Last week you thought he looked so explosive on film. Starting off good there. Another one in the first quarter.
He's every bit of what you described. And I don't want to make it too simplistic, but right now for him, it's see ball, get ball. And that's what he's doing really, really well, and he's doing it in the offense's backfield.
Second down, Cousins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Second down, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Dante Moncrief, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns have taken the early lead. And he had time there. I mean, you give any quarterback that length of time, he'll make you pay.
It just puts way too much stress on guys trying to cover downfield because, as you said, you that much time in the pocket. He can scan the field, find the open person. That's exactly what happened there. And what was the end result again?
Touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out now, here come the Bengals. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Hey, we're good. Let's 50.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. Rhino, rhino. Yellow, yellow, yellow.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got it at the 15. A big play there for Cincinnati. 51 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, I know it's only a loss of a couple of yards, but when you get near the sidelines, just flip the ball out of bounds, incomplete, and save the yardage. Save the yards, not your stats.
Let's go. Wide.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he bowls over, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. Oh, now he bowls him over. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Throwing, Mayfield. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A first down throw for Mayfield. Screenplay, Johnson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Carlos Dunlap in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
From the gun, Mayfield going deep for Moncrief. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Dante Moncrief with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes the score 14-7. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A first down throw for Cousins. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Going deep downfield for Ross. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
300.
3rd and long for Cousins. And just as you called it after the earlier sack, they set up the screen. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now. Duke Johnson deep for Cleveland. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Now Mayfield. Moncrief brings it in. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Bengals grab it. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Through. First. Black, 82. Wide. Through.
Cousins now after the fumble recovery. Going for a right side here, complete. And he lost the football. But I think a Bengal player was able to get in there. He was. And they'll keep possession of the football. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Rhino! The high! Ready! Through. Rhino!
From the gun, here's Cousins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
And sometimes you have to serve as your own blitz control. And what I mean by that is there are going to be times when guys come free and are going to hit you when you're trying to throw the ball. He stood in there and took it and still completed it for a first down.
Well, yes, running back had vacated the area there, but able to complete it to him, still make a gain out of it.
I guess that's what we call a safety valve, and it worked pretty well.
First down, here's Cousins. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Ringo!
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Now they go screen. It's complete. Room here to run. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
300.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Mayfield now. He's going to fire one deep. Middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20. 10. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 77 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can...
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Browns have moved out in front. Bullock good on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. In for the score. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Connects on the PAT. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
First down, Mayfield. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll run. This is Hunt. And an alley to run. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Mayfield now from the 50. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. 12 more yards there and another first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. The tackle there by Mark Barron.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Mayfield now on second down. Flush to his right. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Here's Hunt. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
That's a football play right there. That takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get it to your back, get a lot of people out in front, control the line of scrimmage, wide receivers blocking downfield. It almost feels like half the crowd is in front of him, getting it down to the secondary. They have a tough time getting him down.
Right back to him on first down. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Buying time to his left. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left. contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get up here to the 26. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Mayfield. Wide open receiver complete. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. 19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this fielded a few yards into the end zone. And they'll have excellent field position to begin this drive as he's all the way up to midfield at the 50.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Being chased out left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, a 22. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Flex round! Flex round!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And Bullock will put this one through. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Cousins now on 2nd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll make it 3rd and 1. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Flushed out right. And Eifert has it. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Cousins on first down. Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Hey, Steamer, Steamer. Anybody's coming, watch him. Zebra.
Following the interception, Cousins to the left side here for Eifert. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
For those who watch the game and want to question the courage of the guys who play on the corner, how about when you see a toss sweep coming your way, yet you still go into the backfield, get past the blockers, and make the tackle? That's big league.
Ohio! 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 Ohio!
Out of the gun, Dobbs. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
Right there, 54, right there. Lucky 50.
On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Here's Dobbs to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Back now in Cincinnati. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Wide.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third-down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Amaro's got it, left side. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Flex round! Flex round!
On 2nd down, Dobbs. Forced out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
On 3rd down, that's Little. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And Myers able to knock it through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Flex round! Flex round!
Back to throw. throw left side complete. It's Gordon. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
He'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They'll set up a throw. Flush to his right. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to make it 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Let's go! White 90! White 90! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
Dobbs looking to throw on first down. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. Takes this one up past the 20 after he's able to make a man miss. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Dobbs looking deep downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Flex round! Flex round!
To throw is Dobbs. And this is going to be incomplete. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Flex round! Flex round!
Now back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeout.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
This is Hunt, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much running room. Down to the 32. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. And Bullock will put this one through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They only need a field goal. Obviously the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Back to throw. He finds Ross right side. It's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Cleveland, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.